Why, hello everyone. Welcome back to Super Sus Show Commentary, episode 4 of the series. It's been about 6 or 7 months since these episodes came out. When did this one come out? Let me check that. September 19th. Alright, yeah, if you could tell by my dislike, I don't like these next two episodes, episode 3 and episode 4. Not sure which one I don't like more, but I think they're inferior in every way to episodes 1 and 2. Character interaction, I mean, at least it introduced these two, which are probably one of my favorite duos to use. Like, it came out of left field, but it felt super right. You know? This is also the introduction to tunnel vision, which was horrendously underdeveloped as a story taking place. I mean, I don't even think it was used at all in episode 4, besides one scene at the elimination, which, by the way, I will touch on, since these episodes are over at least half a year old. At most, I'm pretty sure, over half a year old. At least this one is. I feel like I can firmly talk about it, the eliminations. I don't think I did that last time. I mean, I just thought Snowy's was expected, but we got 2 new candidates to talk about, and we're gonna find out soon. I also don't like this episode's production. I made it. I didn't film it. It was done in about 9 hours, which sounds like a bit excessive for 6 minutes of film. Well, not even film, of a video, but I made it in one day, 9 hours in one day, like 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. And that explains why it feels so rushed. I pretty much made up everything as I went. And I think that's kind of the case too with episode 4. I think this episode, you can tell a lot more that this was under a time crunch. But let's get started. Episode 3, The Still Life. Yeah, this was just a segue. That's all this was used for. Oh, yeah. If you look at any other episode where Starwaberry is in, I spell it like that. I just decided that that's going to be the official spelling of her name, Starwaberry. I've even corrected people who say strawberry before. Like, Pee-Pee says it, Pee-Pee Louse. Saying Pee-Pee sounds wrong. But whenever they mention Starwaberry, I just correct it because they say strawberry. And I'm going to continue to do that. Spelling is not hard past Pinwa. That's just a new decision I made. This is also the first introduction to the colored mouths. I don't even use tongues anymore, so that was just like a 2-episode thing. I feel like she's kind of petty right now. She was much more understanding. I feel like I just shifted her personality so she wouldn't be like the B word. B word. Yeah. Nah. Bruh, shut up. Past Starwaberry. Episode 6 made you like the best character. I think ditching teeth was a good idea. Like, this was the first episode where I really experimented with it. You could see it in Sodi. And I think that was probably my excuse for why the episode took like a month and a half. Yeah, episode 9 is taking longer, but that's going to be like 3 times the length of, well, maybe not 3 times, maybe like 2.5. But still, I made this in a singular day. I had no excuse except for the changing art style. I really don't think you did. Oh, yeah. Jammy's basically just dead. Pee-Pee loves referencing him in episode 3, about how he's pretty much just completely out of it. And yeah. Oh yeah. This was also the time where I was thinking of shifting Senity's personality into being cynical because his team doesn't like him. But no, I just made him a better version of Warpy. Oh yeah, Warpy's stammering. Isn't that hilarious? I guess that me. Pinky coming in clutch. The man's man being the good friend to his friend who's like dead. That's because it is pretty stupid. I mean, Mario's not that scary to me, personally. That's more than 8 hours. You should be sleeping less. You should be sleeping less, Pinky. I'm just saying. That well went way by too fast. Like, I've been trying to get better with timing, but that was just really bad. That's like the first time this ever happened. That's like the first reaction these guys have given to outside sounds. Like, they can't hear the blasting Nintendo music. But that horn, it's like, it's a whole new feeling. And I think we're going to see more of it in Season 4. That is a really small PNG I used. I could have sized that up a good couple of times. Also, yeah, I love how I just shift. One thing I like about SC as a host is how I can fit him into any situation. I've made him so stoic and just completely shifting a personality that he kind of just does it all. Like, he can murder someone. Actually, no, he wouldn't save someone's life. That's out of character. Hey guys, it's the best character. You guys love him, right, Teely? He's like the best character. And the bad one that's next to him, she's like bad. Which is why she's competed in all 3 seasons. He wouldn't let that happen if she was bad. Right? It's funny because I incorporated my own feelings. I mean, it wasn't very subtle, but I'm never using a serious /J joke ever. Like, I can't imagine modern Gusher doing it now. I can't really imagine anyone doing it. Not even the Lemon Man. Lemon will just rant about women. Sexism is the true villain. Yeah, you could tell I wanted to get this episode out. Just like, I didn't really care. Just like, cut to space. I mean, at least it's... Actually, I think funny is a bit generous. It's humorous. He's the fan favorite, guys. We all love Warpy. We all... I don't even know anymore. But, yeah, I'm pretty sure. I was like, okay, you guys like Warpy, he got the most votes. Let's just make these next few episodes all about him. I think I wasn't very subtle in doing so. I'm very bad at subtle storytelling. He's not out first. Whoa. That already happened. Like, Gusher is just not funny. for a couple episodes, so I completely understand why he's in the bottom two. But, this is probably the most fitting bottom two I can imagine. Okay, since Coney's been confirmed to not be licensed, basically, I don't really know how to explain this scene, but since it's not actual therapy, Sandy's basically said, hey, can I get on this couch and can you just ask me questions like a therapist? I need help, like, really bad. And we'd love to see our boy Sandy trying to improve instead of becoming a cynical bastard. Oh my gosh, the B word. It's funny because he got cut off and now he's gonna say the wrong thing. And now Gusher's gonna hit him for life. Also, I just realized, Zirion, the man himself, he is the platforms. I'm so glad I changed that. Because, like, I probably would have just ignored it. I probably would have just ignored the fact that it was his profile picture. After what happened, I just wanted to get the episode. I don't even know what I'm saying. I probably would have just ignored that was his profile picture. I probably would have just kept it for the rest of the season. But now that I made the right call in changing elimination orders, like Squid Game, that doesn't need Zirion in it. And it never should. Oh yeah, one thing I've noticed is that a lot of people think Sandy is a girl. He's not. I'm pretty sure I've actively said the genders of most of the contestants, but I think new people just get it wrong sometimes, because... Wait, this has happened before. It's the whole Blueberry debacle again. I don't think anyone truly knows Blueberry. And I think that's really funny. Fun fact, Sandy is the only contestant in SSS history to get less than 10 votes. Lemon, he's gotten over 30 in his, the episode he was up for elimination in. Sandy, he got 7 votes right here, and 2 more combined votes in the rejoin challenge from episode 6 and in the season 3 voting. So 9 votes. Only person to get less than 10. And in a vote to save, that's really depressing. Because, 33-7? Come on. I mean, yeah, there's more people to go around. But I still feel like I had enough people to get at least 10 for everyone. This is just bullying Mr. Scentball. But yeah, my opinions about this elimination are very skewed since I have bias. But yeah, I think Gusher should have gone here. And then maybe improved himself. Maybe he would have rejoined, instead of just Sodi coming back and people thinking her worse now. Because, I could have expanded upon Sodi in season 4. I can do that. But I don't really need to now because she was the one who rejoined. You could have just gotten him out, guys. Sandy is the man. Woohoo. No! Hey, 7 months ago, Pimwa, or 6, I don't really know, and care for that matter, but Gusher saying random words isn't exactly funny. It might be for, I don't know, 5 seconds, maybe that's a bit generous, but 5 seconds, but, rethink your material, just get some better material. It's the guy, everyone loves him. It's really angry Bali with white limbs. That's racist to blacks. Yeah, I kind of just expected everyone to get used to this. This is kind of like a last minute ditch effort to figure out where the guys would go. I mean, the name Tunnel Vision, the fact that it's in Shiny Circle's eye was just a complete coincidence, and I just clicked for me in episode 5 that, oh yeah, tunnel vision's like a thing you do with your eye or something. Or like something happens with your eye with it. So I was just like, you know what? Yeah, this can be in his eye now. It was originally developed to be like a supercomputer type room. But as you can see, that's not really the case after episode 5. Because like supercomputer rooms, they don't crack. They're so stupid. Hey guys, it's Bluey. He won a season, remember? I bet you guys remember that. Yeah, this was a side concept of a whole supercomputer thing. Basically, everyone just gets automatically recovered. But I guess you can interpret it as Shiny Circle knowing they died. But, I mean, I guess that's all you really want me to say. That's just besties. That's just what besties do. They eat each other. Kind of cannibalism, dude. I mean, if you put up with it, I don't see why it's not preferable. I was just not in the mood at the time to make the show, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I stalled by making animations of the characters to tide people over. They did decently well. I mean, probably about as good as this episode. But I was just not really wanting to make the show. So I just, you know what? They're going to stand real still. And if you move, you're just out, dude. The dynamic duo. At their peak. Jamie would say this, but it feels weird now because of how just emotionless he is. I mean, like, he can show emotion. He's just kind of gotten over the whole idea of expressing emotions. I feel like that's very in character for him. Iconic scene. I mean, I probably wouldn't have either. I probably would have just wanted him to say it. ACN reference, a cool name. Funny even. This is possibly even a nice reference to my favorite YouTuber, ACN, and Glorb. What happened in 2015 to make you get better? Mario Odyssey wasn't out and it didn't even have a trailer, I don't think. So what the heck? Was there like... he hasn't played Odyssey, I'm making that canon. What happened? Did the new Sonic game come out? Forces? Is that it? I don't know. Are you into Sonic now, Warpy? Little baby boy gonna piss his pants? Yeah, I already made that canon. I just forgot about it. Supportive friends. We love to see Pinky having a brain and not being first out or technical first boot. Y'all gave him a chance, and I'd do what I could have with him. Okay, parents. I'm making a canon now. Every single person in SSS is adopted. It's just kind of how it rolls in the object universe. It's exactly like Earth. Kind of. I mean, there's no completely white space unless it's snow. But, human locations, they exist. Human media, they exist. But just, everyone just pops into existence. It's hard to exactly say what determines why and when a person gets made. You just kind of have to be told by a bystander. So, there's a lot of people who don't have names, homes, families. There's a lot of homeless people. There's more homeless people in the SSS Earth than actual Earth. And I think that's very sad, but I also think it makes sense in the regards of they all just pop into existence. We love some sass from our Queen Coney. Apparently she's the favorite to win. I mean, I can't blame that. She is probably the most rational of the people left. I think. I don't know. Probably. But I feel like her whole getting a friend thing just came out of the blue too quickly. Like, it's not subtle, but it makes sense to do. I just think it probably could have been a lot more, focused if I did it much earlier, or it built up to episode 4 or 5 when I actually started it. But that's just my opinion. I mean, there's hints like that, but this just kind of disregards what happens next. So why would she want a friend if she's not a fan of social interaction? Did she just realize she's a loser? Yeah, Teely being a loner, I could see doing. I mean, he kind of was before, but, I mean, look at him now. See, Teely moved, Sticky moved, and Jeremy was, slightly moved. So, I don't think people picked up on that, but that's why they lost. And see, Sticky moved right there. I don't even think people really cared about that, but that's why they lost. I could have just looked up electrical air horn. Why? Why did it have to be a press down on an air horn? That's just weird. Okay, as a whole, this episode is useless and pretty harmless as it is. But I still don't like it because I could have done so much more. And it's just a lackluster episode in that regard. I'm pretty sure people even thought that at the time. Elimination, I mean, it was paced decently. For a 6-minute episode, it was about as paced as it could be. But, there's just not much to go off of. So it's not mean, but no one really wins. Jimmy's just depressed. Coney's just trying to get over everything, get through this. Teely's being, Teely. Or minty. He's more of a mint color, to be honest. And Sticky's just trying her best. and I respect that. It's too bad about what happens next, but, episode 3, if I had to give a ranking, I'd say like a 4.2. Way worse than the last two, but it could only get worse from here. Yeah, I always put them as... That's not the... The lazy clearing. That's a pun on TLC. The first letters of each word is TL and C. Clearing was the only C word that showed up when I looked up synonyms for escape. Like clearing out a room. That's what it... Like that. It does not roll off the tongue very good. But the reason why it's lazy is, well, you'll find out. Chili. He's just at his pissiest piss baby in this episode. And I did not like writing him at the time. I thought he was just kind of unbearable to deal with. I still kind of think that to an extent, but, you know, I gave him a personality and I had to use him. So, here he is, being himself. And we love our queen. She will destroy you. You know, if there is one thing I think SSS is pretty consistent at, it's keeping the idea that they're in a show, in the real world. I think that's actually a decent thing that the show accomplishes, even in its earlier stages. They made it known, hey, there are seasons before this, there are viewers watching us, they're gonna take note of stuff, because, like, you gotta take advantage of having viewers as your voting process. And you gotta recognize that they're gonna have certain opinions, and that all of them are gonna pretty much differ. And I think using Teely as the character to explain that is in his character, and I think like that's one of the only things this episode does right. But the rest of the conversation is just awkward and weirdly paced. Because, like, Sticky gives, like, a total monologue. One thing I like to do with characters is give them a couple moments to shine before their elimination. I gave Sanity his scene with Coney in episode 3. I gave Snowy what he did with Jimmy in episode 2. I think that was probably some of his only lines at the time. And I gave Sticky her conversation with Teely. And proven him right, to be honest. That still is technically true. Sticky has never survived an elimination besides that last one. I feel like that's really depressing to think about because she's been in all 3 seasons. Because, like, season 1, out first, rejoined, got immunity. Doesn't mean she was ever up for elimination after that. And then lost, got 3rd. Season 2, was immune, episode 1, and then got out in episode 3. Boo-hoo. And then episode 2, she finally was safe. Wow. For now, at least. I hate that Teely was right. I just completely loathed using him at the time. Why did I have to make him so snarky? This is just appalling. Jamie was just kind of projecting how I felt. I feel like he's a good tool to use as that. This is just a complete shift from what happened. I mean, I already explained that, but it's just so drastic that I feel like I need to reiterate how stupid it is. Plus, her and Pinky are like never seen together after this. I don't feel like setting up something between the two did anything for her except give false hope. Which, I mean, that's a common theme in SSS. No real safe space at all. But I feel like it could have been used a lot more decently. You talk to your enemy all the time. You talk to her. Why do I keep doing that? You talk to Teely more than anyone, to be honest. I feel like you should know what you're doing at this point. Not really, but Teely seems to be asking you about it. So, Coney's basically having like a back and forth with a devil and an angel, except it's self-doubt and hope. I don't think it's really all that funny or amusing, but you guys like Coney still. She's still in the game, so I'm guessing I'm doing something right. Yeah, I feel like Pinky would be the one to say this. Hey, what? Can you shut up? Why are you yelling? I feel like that line could have fit with anyone, but if I were to falsely set up someone for Coney to have a chance with, being friends and all, it probably would be Pinky, because he's more social than probably anyone on his team. Gush, he usually just sticks to Sodi up to this point, and only starts interacting with his team by episode 5, which was like his breakout episode, besides episode 6. Wait, actually, 6 was his breakout episode. That was where he got, like, developed and all. Warpy is a mess, and Sodi is jealous that people want to take Gush, her precious Gush, from her. You gotta put that on. But I feel like this was a decent choice to use. Good job, past me. I hate this scene. Skip. This is something someone in my class would say. And that's not a compliment. Gusher is just 8th grade humor. But, like, trying to make it funny. I mean, he's probably the best tool to use that for, but it's not cool if I don't laugh at it. Okay, yeah, this was a one-off joke. I don't know why I just made them binge The Sopranos. I've never even talked about the show as a whole, ever after this or before. I think I just thought about it at the time. I was like, you know what? I think they should binge The Sopranos together. And they do. Why did I skip? Why is there a weird skip between elimination and ceremony? That's weird. I'm just saying. Yeah, 70 people jumped ship and said, yeah, that last episode was really bad. Coney! The girl! Yeah, this was like the closest voting at the time. I mean, I'm not saying it's going to be closer than episode 9's. I'm not saying it's not going to be closer. You'll have to find out. Only a few people know how it's going to go. Woohoo. But this was new because of how much times I had to double check. It was like stupid, and I was like, is that really the result? And I just looked over, like, triple checked it. Okay, that's the result, gotta go with it. And I don't know why. I guess I just wanted to convince myself that I missed a couple of votes. I probably didn't, but yeah, I'm just running out of things to say about this episode already. Yeah, that's the thing. That's why I looked so much. 1 vote difference. There's like 24 votes for 2 of them, and then 25 for the eliminated one. Since I'm a huge Sticky fan, I feel like this was a pretty biased elimination. Like, I feel like this was only made for the memes, to be honest. What's the point in that regard of really complaining about it? I have free will next season. I can do what I want with her. You have no idea what I'm going to do with her, except for a couple people. So, I'm taking this as an opportunity to prove everyone wrong. Sticky is worth 4 seasons. And I'm going to prove that. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, this elimination sucks, and Stick and Teely should have gotten out. Actually, thinking about it, if Teely went, then we wouldn't have the episode title of the next one. So I think he was fit to stay for just this one more. But at the expense of Sticky of Dynamite, I mean, yeah, it makes sense, but it still hurts. Still hurts, dude. Yeah, just had to rub it in. Yeah, I kind of just had this whole debacle. I thought either she was going to be really angry and vent, just like, guys, give me a chance for once. But I decided, you know what, she'd probably take it mellowy. It doesn't really improve her character. So I figure making her just, like, not be resentful towards anyone, I feel like that's just worth it in the end. This is the first time an SSS character has committed suicide on screen. That's a weird sentence, but it's really... Did you guys know Sticky of Dynamite is the first contestant in SSS to commit suicide on screen? Gosh, that's just completely crazy. Out of my mind with that decision. Honestly, if you guys can send me clips of Object Show characters committing suicide before Sticky, I'll personally give you, I don't know, but it would be really funny. Oh yeah, by the way, sorry if you're uncomfortable with suicide jokes. It's a bad thing and you shouldn't do it, ever. Because, like, you're not gonna make anyone happy. I should know that. I've been victimized in that regard. By you-know-who. They're on the screen right now. Oh yeah, go off, Queen. I know I like Sticky too, but yeah, go off, Queen. Sopranos merch. I don't even think that's related to the TV. Oh wait, it is. I thought the was accents on the O and the P. I don't even think the P has an accent. Does it? I don't know. I have to look that up. It's a DLC! Jamie taking the leadership role is nice to see, but his plan makes me very uncomfortable because it's very clear that this is a warpy torture porn episode. And that makes it to mark as soon as we hear this. 3 minutes in. For context for why Warpy's fine with this, it's mostly just because he's gotten used to him hiding in there. As we know, basically Pinky lives rent-free in Warpy, just because he's a nice guy and all or something. I think Warpy's a nice guy, I'm pretty sure. And I guess he's just gotten used to his overall shape, or knows when to be prepared for when he's going in or coming out. Those edges aren't too sharp, so I know it's that painful. But for people like Coney, who have the tips and are wide at the waist area. Keely, who has the pretty weird shape. Jamie would probably just feel really uncomfortable. I mean, would you really want GM flowing through your brain? I mean, I wouldn't, personally. But, I feel like this role for Pinky is justified. But, overall, it just leads to their demise in the end, which is fine by me. I kind of wanted these guys to be up for elimination, but, I don't know. There's just so much problems with this episode after this. Okay. Sodi is a very controversial character, in my opinion. I feel like it's not exactly 50% hate and 50% love, but considering the last few episodes, I'd say it's a lot more skewed in the whole argument of whether she's a liked character or not. In the poll I did last night, I don't know where she's at, but she was ahead of Warpy, but I think below everyone else. I don't think she's a very popular candidate for a finale. And I feel like that's pretty justified, because this is downright manipulation to getting what she wants. And I don't think she realizes that it's her friend that looks up to her in a lot of ways. I'm going to touch on this in episode 9, don't worry. She's going to get what she's coming to. In that regard, but I feel like this was just too out of character for her to not mention, because she's usually just a sweet girl who's just there for people. Like, episode right after this, she has a minute-long talk with Warpy about why he's a good person and why Pinky was just probably being protective of him. Pinky was just trying to look out for his friend. And Warpy realizes that because of Sodi. This is just a complete 180 for her character, and it just comes off as really jarring. And I completely get why she gets voted out after this. I mean, yeah, it was probably, the best option for her was probably to rejoin, just to further emphasize that point, further emphasize why she deserves to get called out in episode 9. But, the crack caused a lot of problems with her character. Can't say I'm not proud of it, though. I like Pinky as a leader. I think he's a goofy type leader, but I feel like he knows when to get down to business. That's just what I like about him. I feel like Pinky's a good character. And Warpy too in that regard. I can see Warpy trying to help out to fill in his space. He doesn't, but it would be cool if he did. Yeah, you can tell Warpy is invisible discomfort. And like Gush is like about a bit wider in that regard than Pinky, I'm pretty sure. And so is Sodi by a long shot. That straw. It's a thick straw. That might be painful. And total drama action joke I stole. God, that probably feels awful. It's all slimy and slithery and musty and crusty, since it's like he's confirmed pee or whatever. I don't know. I'm still thinking about whether he was joking in that moment or not. You can never really tell. I don't know what I was thinking. These two, they have good chemistry. Good chemistry in a bad way, but still good chemistry. and I feel like I could have expanded on the relationship more. It was completely coincidental that they were the bottom two in the quiz challenge, but I feel like that just makes more sense in that regard for why they don't like each other right now that much. So that was good on me. It makes episode 5 better and makes this make more sense. You did something good, episode 4. Warpy torture porn, so freaking funny. You guys see how funny it is? He was taken out in a single hit. Don't you see how funny that is? Peak comedy. And it's played for laughs. He's in fucking pain. Aha! I love this. This is totally gonna make me want to watch more of this show. Manipulative pricks like Sodi and terrible team leaders like Pinky. I mean, try his best at least. That's about the best I can give him. Ha! And what a nice note to end on. Warpy is seemingly forgotten, and then is presumably not let out for a couple of weeks. Or days, I don't know. His own best friend doesn't even realize that he can't come out of there. So they probably just have to pry open the frickin' TLC to get him out. And I don't think anyone's that tall. And I don't think, and I feel like yes, he's sadistic enough to not let him out by teleportation. So what a great note to end on. Warpy's stuck for presumably a good while, and no one notices for a bit. Yeah, I bet. God, I forgot how much I wouldn't like this episode once I reacted to it, but that's worse than episode 3 in a lot of regards, and probably worse than any of the season 2 episodes combined. It's just warpy torture porn. And, I know you might expect me to get upset at the fact that Warpy was also bottom 2 next elimination, but he was actually first safe. I just addressed Pinky and Gush first, because they got more than because they were just the ones there at the time. Warpy got more, and Sodi got a bit less. The votes were all fairly close, though. Sodi, I'm pretty sure, got like 22 to get saved, and Gush and Pink had like 26 and 27, and Warpy was in like the mid-30s or less. He was in the 30s, but they less than that. This episode's just not good. And there's nothing at the end to redeem it, because there's no after-credit scenes. I just don't like anything really about this episode. I feel like it would be a lot better if it just did more. Yeah, it's pretty much just a setup episode. Gives us a reason to eliminate Sodi because she's a prick. It gives us a reason to have Pinky be confronted. Gives us a reason to save Warpy. I already did that last time. Why didn't I do that to anyone else? Overall, not a good season. Wait, no, the season's not even over yet. Not a good episode. And I consider episodes 3 and 4 the dark age of Super Show Premium. Not exactly of the show itself. I feel like the second season can be counted as the dark age as a whole. But these 2 episodes, they were just not under the right circumstances. Thankfully, the next few episodes I would consider the golden era. But, yeah, 2.8 out of 10. there's some good in this pile of trash, but I wouldn't say it saves it in much of a regard. Peace out, home dogs, and hopefully this is less than 40 minutes.